I thought I was on BLM land until a flashlight hit my window and I heard, "You can't stay here." The sun was dropping behind the Mojave Peaks and I finally felt it. The total silence of a perfect boondocking spot. My rig was level, my coffee was hot, and for the first time I was not second guessing the dirt under my RV tires. I realized right then that the difference between a stressful night and total freedom is knowing the invisible boundaries. You should never have to guess if you're allowed to stay. I always triple verify the following. First is the land manager. Second is the stay limit. And third is the local restriction. When people talk about these wide open spaces, they usually mean BLM land. That stands for the Bureau of Land Management. They are a federal agency under the U.S. Department of the Interior. They manage about 245 million acres of public land, mainly across 12 western states, including Alaska. On top of that, they handle roughly 700 million acres of subsurface mineral estate across the country. That scale is your biggest opportunity and your biggest challenge. The rules are not one size fits all. You have to confirm exactly where you park before you shut off the engine. I use the BLM Public Lands Explorer, or PLEX. It is built for offline mapping and lets you download areas before you lose your cell signal. Another option is the BLM Free National Mobile Map Package program. These provide statewide offline maps that work inside ArcGIS field maps and get updated quarterly. BLM says that program currently covers 18 western states. Before we continue, please take a moment to like and subscribe. It helps me keep sharing these videos with our community. Once you know you are on the right dirt, you have to verify how long you could stay. Most people think boondocking is just staying until you run out of water. But BLM has developed campgrounds and dispersed camping. Dispersed camping is what we call camping away from developed facilities. The baseline rule is that dispersed camping is generally allowed for 14 days within a 28 consecutive day period. But do not treat that as a promise everywhere. BLM says these limitation rules vary by each local field office. There's also a rule about leaving personal property unattended for more than 10 days. If you leave your gear to go on a long trip, you are in violation. Alaska is the only place where you can leave property for up to 12 months. If you want to stay all winter, look for an LTVA. These are long-term visitor areas. BLM says winter visitors may camp for up to 7 consecutive months with a permit in these spots. One example is a window that runs from September 15 through April 15. Now, you have to verify what's allowed on the ground. This is the third part of what I triple verify. BLM travel is labeled as open, limited, or closed for off-road vehicle use. Open means vehicle use is allowed anywhere in that area unless it's specifically closed. Limited means restrictions apply to the time, place, or type of vehicle you use. Closed means off-road use is prohibited. The best campsites are found, not made. If you have to widen a pullout or crush plants to fit your rig, you are in the wrong spot. BLM states that off-road driving is not permitted and you must stay on designated routes. Do not assume that the land is free just because there's no gate. Most BLM campgrounds require a fee. Some use reservations through Recreation.gov. Prices vary depending on the site and the season. Developed sites come with posted rules you must follow. These include quiet hours, length limits, generator rules, and check-in procedures. You might also find a rule where you must pay within 30 minutes of occupying a site. The rules that change the fastest are about fire. BLM Fire can start restrictions or close land to protect the public from risk. In California, they have a live map for any fire over 100 acres. They expect you to keep a 5-foot cleared circle around a campfire and have the right tools available. You also have to follow any permit requirements. During red flag warnings and fire watches, campfires and recreational shooting can be suspended. Arizona is even more strict. On BLM land there, items like exploding targets, fireworks, and sky lanterns are banned. This also includes tracer ammunition and other incendiary devices. It does not matter if the season feels safe. These are prohibited year-round. To keep these spots open, we have to talk about impact. Use the leave no trace rule. Pack out every piece of trash and leftover food. For solid human waste, dig a hole 6 to 8 inches deep. Keep it 200 feet away from water, camp, or trail. The land is generally open unless it's posted as closed, but closures happen for wildlife resource damage, wet weather, or protecting cultural sites. If you see a crime, you should report it. This includes illegal dumping, vandalism, theft, or resource damage. Call the BLM Law Enforcement Dispatch at 1-800-637-9152. They answer 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. For a real emergency, dial 911. Reporting a crime is not about policing other campers. It is about protecting access so areas do not get trashed and locked down. Here's a quick legality check I use for peace of mind. First, I confirm the land manager using PLEX or the mobile map packages. Next, I find local stay limits, keeping in mind the 14-day baseline and the 10-day unattended rule. Then I verify travel rules for my route and make sure I stay on designated paths. After that, I check current fire restrictions and local district orders. Finally, I check for fees or LTVA permit requirements if I'm staying for the winter. It takes 5 minutes and it gives you total certainty. It keeps the desert open for all of us. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and to watch some of my other videos, click right over here. Safe travels, and I'll see you out there.